Dong Yiming is the son of Dong Wenguang, the leader of the Huanlong clan. For many years, his clan has been locked in a bitter feud with the Dragon Clan, who once treacherously attacked Huanlong and carried out a brutal massacre. Yiming believes he is ready to fight alongside his father and, one day, corners a white dragon, which he shoots with a magic arrow. However, at the supposed site of the dragon's fall, the young man finds only a girl with bite marks on her side. Of course, the girl, named Ziyao, is the wounded dragon, but Yiming has no clue about her true identity, at least for now. The Chinese title, The Legend of Man and Loong, coincides with the title of the 1999 Hong Kong series Dragon Love, which once starred Benny Chan and Fanny Yuen. However, this is not a remake, but rather another variation on the theme of impossible love between a human and a pure, innocent dragon girl, whom humans perceive as an enemy for some reason. In fact, many Chinese fantasy melodramas are built on this plot framework, with only the heroine's identity changing from film to film. Sometimes she's a snake, a fox, a ghost, a demon, and now, a dragon. That said, The Legend of Man and Loong is not as simple as it may seem at first glance. The creators plan to launch a full-fledged franchise with this film, so the world is quite densely populated. Beyond the warring human and dragon clans, there's an army of treacherous snakes who dream of becoming dragons, as well as other dragons like water dragons, who have their own grievances with the regular dragons. To their credit, the creators managed to explain this colorful menagerie clearly and avoid getting tangled in who is rivaling whom and what each faction wants. However, something clearly went wrong with the project. The film began shooting in 2019, but then the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and it seems the creators decided the project wasn't worth the trouble. Plans for sequels were likely scrapped, and the already shot The Legend of Man and Loong languished in post-production for 4 years. But you wouldn't guess it from how the film looks. The CGI is extremely primitive, and in some scenes they opted for the simplest makeup effects. The film also has other technical issues that hint at severe budget constraints, and it was even released in the 1.85 aspect ratio, as if to reduce the frame area needing post-production work. By 2024 standards, The Legend of Man and Loong looks frankly quite embarrassing, though the film is still somewhat watchable, thanks to an interesting plot and a solid cast that includes genuinely talented actors. That said, what we're left with is not a complete film, but another unfinished project that doesn't look anything like what was originally envisioned. It only made it to online streaming because the quality standards for streaming platforms have noticeably dropped.